What's going on, everyone? This is Cody with Rattlesnake Ranch, and today's video we are going to do a top 10 of my personal favorite rattlesnakes that are in this zoo, the ones that I think are the most beautiful. Now, this is obviously purely subjective, all my opinion, and we've got a lot of snakes here. It's a really hard video for me to make because I absolutely love them all. I think they're all beautiful in their own way, but there's definitely some that stand out. Now, we'll make it a little different in that not only will we show you a little bit of footage of each one, but I will also show you some photos. So for those of you who don't know, we have an Instagram. I will put the handle right here on the screen, but check that out. We post a lot of photos of the different snakes that we have here. So if you're a fan of this channel and all the rattlesnakes you are seeing, definitely follow our Instagram and see a lot of cool photos of these snakes. So anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. All right, my top 10 favorite rattlesnake species / individuals that we have at this zoo. Number 10 is the Arizona black rattlesnake, Crotalus cerberus. This is a really cool rattlesnake species. For those of you who don't know, they are pretty much jet black as adults, at least a lot of them are. A few unique things about them: they actually start off a much lighter color and they go through what is called an ontogenic color change, and so they actually darken with age. And so the juveniles, neonates especially, have pretty distinct pattern, and as they age you just see a little remnant of the pattern. But I love these snakes. It's just cool that there is a jet black rattlesnake. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and so that is number 10. All right, and for number 9. Number 9, this is actually a morph, and so this is not a naturally occurring look, but number 9 is specifically our albino Southern Pacific rattlesnakes. This is Crotalus organus helleri, and there's a few albino rattlesnake varieties out there. Probably my favorite thing about the helleri or Southern Pacific rattlesnake, they just keep a lot of contrast. So whereas opposed to albino Western diamondbacks, which kind of tend to fade out as more of just an overall yellowish color, the Southern Pacifics seem to just hold up a lot of their pattern really good. So lots of oranges, lots of yellows. Really pretty snake. We have this on display here. A lot of guests think that it's fake when it's not moving, but yeah, very special, very pretty snake. So that is number 9. Number 8 is a species a lot of people haven't heard of, unless you're really into rattlesnake, then maybe you have. But number 8 is the northwestern neotropical rattlesnake. This is Crotalus culminatus, so kind of part of the Dorissus group. These are absolutely beautiful rattlesnakes, and we have one here in particular that has just lots of almost greenish gold with some black, just really pretty. They get to a pretty good size. Ours are pretty young, so they still got a lot of growing to do, but between the yellow, the black, they're just absolutely beautiful snakes, and so that is number 8. Number 7, this is very special snake species in general. These are a little bit imperiled in nature currently, which is sad, but the largest species of rattlesnake is the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. So that is number 7 on my list. We have 3 of them here currently. They're absolutely beautiful and they are monsters. They just get huge. So not only are they beautiful, but the size factor kind of makes them special to me. These guys have a high volume of venom, and in Florida and other parts of the southeast where they come from, they can just get massive. So again, a lot of our collection is pretty young. Our adults are, sorry, they're not even adults yet actually. They're more like sub-adults, I would say. They're in the about 3.5, 4 foot range, but a lot of growing to do. They hopefully one day will hit 6 feet and over that. So that is number 7. Number 6, another kind of obscure species, but for those who know would probably agree, these are absolutely beautiful. Number 6 is our Mexican lancehead rattlesnakes, also known as Crotalus polystictus. These guys are cool. They have a pattern unlike any other rattlesnake, just almost giraffe-like in their pattern. If you've ever seen a Russell's viper, they kind of have a similar pattern to them, but these guys are a relatively small species that come from Mexico. We've got 3 here currently. We've got 1 adults, and then we've also got 2 that we're raising up that have especially nice pattern. So a couple youngsters that hopefully will be adults here in the next couple years, and we'll have a little variety. We've also posted several of those on our Instagram. But yeah, Crotalus polystictus, the Mexican lancehead rattlesnake, that is number 6. And number 5, definitely beautiful species of rattlesnake, is the banded rock rattlesnake. This is Crotalus lepidus clobberi. These are pretty iconic rock rattlesnake, just gorgeous, nice handsome gray with black banding. These are pretty variable, also based on locality, as many rattlesnakes are. But yeah, these in particular, they can be very cleanly striped, a little more spotted, a little bit of dimorphism with the males and females. Males can have like a minty green sheen on their back. Just beautiful rattlesnakes. Absolutely love the banded rock rattlesnakes. So that is number 5. All right, and so for number 4, if you guys have been watching our channel, you've seen this snake a couple times. This one is our Yucatan rattlesnake. This is Crotalus sobcon. These guys are kind of like the Eastern Diamondback, not only beautiful, they get massive. And so we have one here. We did a video on this snake where we specifically measured it and weighed it and all that. So if you haven't seen it, go back, watch that video, and you'll see what is currently our biggest snake here. But not only are they big, they are just beautiful. They have, especially the males, they have these like burgundy, you know, saddle marks on them. Like a lot of the neotropical rattlesnakes, they've got kind of a high ridge spine, and just really cool snakes, really impressive, absolutely beautiful. That is number 4. Number 3 would have to be the blacktail rattlesnake, specifically the northern blacktail rattlesnake. So Crotalus molosus. There's actually several subspecies of blacktail. We have, you know, Oaxacans, Mexican blacktails, and then there's also different phases of them. So you have your montane and desert phase. My opinion, the montane Crotalus molosus, northern blacktail rattlesnake, is by far the prettiest. These guys, you know, pretty variable, but the nicest ones, in my opinion, just have beautiful, you know, black, especially like Batman mask-like faces on a gold background. Lots of just high contrast, beautiful colors. So yeah, blacktail rattlesnake, definitely within the top 5, and so that is number 3. Number 2 is a very special snake that we have here, and it is our Huamantlan rattlesnake, aka Crotalus scutulatus salvini. And this particular snake, guys, if you do follow our Instagram, we've done a couple reels with him that actually went viral. He's been photographed many times. So our friend Ian Breland got an amazing shot of this snake. You can follow his Instagram. We'll put it up on the screen as well. But he got a great shot of this snake, and it ended up being used in some artwork. And so Adeline Robinson, if you haven't heard of her, amazing reptile artist. She painted this snake based off of Ian's photo. And this thing is amazing, guys. He's just like a nice cherry red. We're gonna make a whole video about this snake and this species in general, just because they are so fascinating. And that red actually changes. He can be light pink, he can be sunburnt red, kind of changes based on his mood, you know, whether he's, you know, basking, feeding, defensive, all that kind of plays a role in how red he gets. But super fascinating snake. Really cool species. That is number 2. Number 1, and this one, I think when people ask me what is my favorite rattlesnake, if I had to pick just one, many of you have seen it from other episodes we've done. Maybe you've been lucky enough to see one in person. But number 1, in my opinion, would be the southwestern speckled rattlesnakes, specifically the white morph or phase that comes from Yuma County, Arizona. Guys, these snakes are just breathtakingly beautiful. They're always a hit when visitors come to our zoo and look around. And that's for the ones that see them. A lot of visitors just walk by their cage and don't even see it. They blend in so good with the rocks that they're in. But yeah, guys, this is a naturally bright white rattlesnake with black freckles. And they're, you know, modest size, just under probably 3 feet or so. But absolutely beautiful rattlesnakes. If you've been watching any of our other videos, you've seen probably our 4th of July episode where we talked about this snake, and it's popped up in a couple other videos. So go back and watch some of those if you want to see more of this snake. But that is, in my opinion, the most beautiful rattlesnake in here. So let me know in the comments, did I miss any? Again, this is really hard for me. We have so many beautiful rattlesnakes here. If I reshoot this video in a year, I'm probably going to rearrange the order. We might get some new snakes, and this may change. But for now, this is the list I came up with off the top of my head. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these snakes and the photos that I posted with them. Again, if you don't already, follow our Instagram, and you'll see a lot of photos of those snakes, as well as many others. Tell us what you think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have an awesome week. See you next time.